Good evening. All right, come on, Alan. Relax.
Hey, come on! Come on! Get in there! Sorry, Martin. I have to get that out of the chest.
So, good evening and welcome to the Mancunian way.
I've seen them red bastards.
I don't think I've ever seen Alan this happy.
Oh, mate. I went to the pub. The game started over here, 2:30 in the morning. So I was in the pub at 1:45 in the morning on a Monday morning, right? And I've got in there, obviously nervous because it's Derby day, and I couldn't sleep because I went to bed early last night, and got up, went to get it, and watched City absolutely destroy them. And not just that, take the piss at the end, just passing it around. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. But I wonder why my Man United friends back in Manchester won't answer the phone to me. I don't understand it. It's beautiful, mate. It's absolutely gorgeous. Oh, yes! Come on! Yes! Yes! Oh, I've not been asleep all night. It's been fantastic. Brilliant. Oh. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, Martin, come back. Come on, son. Come on. Give me some joy.
I'm just letting you have your 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Just letting you have your 5 minutes.
Great way to start.
Yeah.
Good evening to everyone, and I hope you are all well. Fingers crossed this works. I know YouTube is having a fart day at the moment. Everybody's stream has literally crashed. So fingers crossed, my Wi-Fi is actually going to push us through. Keep us updated. But yes, Manchester is blue. Manchester is forever blue. Men versus boys. Manchester City first team against Man United under 14s. Whatever you want to call it. Good evening, Veta. How are you? Lovely to have you back.
Hey, it's lovely to be back. I see Alan with that smile. Rich looks so calm as well, and you have this nice grin on your face, Martin. It's what a difference a year makes. What a difference a year makes. I will remember being in the car, angry, heated, with the 2-1 loss and the stupid non-offside call. And I loved how the team responded today. I love what I saw from every single player. I love what I saw when they did put it on screen on how our fans were cheering in their ground and how their fans were walking out of that stadium. I loved every minute of it.
For 90 minutes, you didn't hear a United fan.
You did not.
Obviously, maybe 85 minutes. For about 5 minutes, you could hear United fans, and then for the whole game, all you could hear was City fans.
Yep.
No, United fans told me earlier that you couldn't hear the City fans.
So they were singing that song about Old Trafford is falling down for 90 minutes.
Old Trafford is falling down.
Yeah, that's all you could. That's all you could hear on the telly.
Oh, good morning.
Yeah, you see, I have had a little bit of sleep, and so I'm not feeling. I'm not on some like kind of deluded. I don't know what Alan's been taking, like overdosed on bacon sandwiches or something. But I'm a bit more.
I've just done a bacon sandwich in the cafe, actually.
Just let you know, we started at 2 minutes past, 3 minutes past. So we're just at the 5 minutes. Have we hit 45 likes in our opening 5 minutes? I will tell you now. We were at 43 when I last checked. We have hit it. 47 likes. Boom, new record for the channel. Nearly 50 likes in the opening 5 minutes.
That's about how many goals City should have scored if we were actually.
Thank you all.
I was saying after the game, I'm not sure if it was we strolled to victory, we ambled to victory, we meandered to victory, but it was so easy. It shouldn't be called a Premier League game. They're not a Premier League football team anymore. They are.
Bloody hell! Rich has relegated them.
No, it was. I see teams like that when you're playing someone like from Slovenia or Macedonia in your group in the early stages of the Tramps League. It's first or second game, so you're actually playing your team, and
Rich, sorry.
That's about their level now.
Are you saying Red Star Belgrade put up more of a fight against us than they did?
I can't remember a side more limp, more pathetic in a long time. And City played well as well.
Get it out!
It was just embarrassing. I mean, it was, even when we beat them 6-1, they were 3 or 4 levels above their level today.
Yeah.
And what you were saying, like Rashford for a joint team. I mean, Rashford wouldn't get on the bench for Sheffield United.
Rich put in our group chat about an hour ago. Rashford won't get in the Sheffield United team.
He wouldn't.
No.
Not
Stop.
at the moment.
No.
Poor Blake.
What did I say? Rashford under Pep. I didn't say Rashford at the moment.
Rashford under Pep. Okay.
Spot on, Daniel. By the way, we're not doing no Doku Grealish debates. That's over. They're both integral parts of Manchester City Football Club. One will push the other one. The Doku signing has took Grealish, in my honest, humble opinion, the last 2 games to a new level.
Mm-hmm. Solidifier in Rome.
There is no. Yes, Grealish will go backwards, but Grealish today is becoming a lot more direct. He is actually taking on his man. Delo didn't know whether to come and go today with Jack Grealish or Bernardo Silva because the pair of them were frigging mesmeric. The pair of them were outstanding on that left-hand side.
Only debate you can have about Grealish at the minute is whether him or Bernardo or Johnny Stones was man of the match. And the only debate about Doku is whether Anthony would have lasted 1 punch or 2.
I'm not being funny.
I don't think Anthony would get close to the second one.
There's nearly 100 people on. If you can smash that like button, that'd be amazing. Go and show Veta Games TV a lot of love after the stream, not during it. But Veta Games trying to get him to 1,000 subscribers as quickly as possible. Show him a lot of love. He will be back. He has had a serious injury. He won't mind me saying because he's been rehabbing. So it's not like he's been busy. Haaland is back. Haaland never went away.
Imagine him going away with 2 games not scoring. Like that's him going away.
Trying to fly. But anyway, let's jump into
now he's had that heading lesson off Pep that he got at the end of the game. Now he's had that lesson and Pep showed him what to do. He's probably going to get an extra goal or 2 each game.
Yeah. I mean, we're going to talk about everyone from Phil.
I just like the calm. Sometimes.
Oh, I didn't catch that, Alan.
You just like the calm. The calm. He likes calm.
Sometimes calm take.
Calm.
Yeah.
Right. Let's get into it then. So, by the way,
hang on.
I just wanted to welcome Muddy Duck back. Evening Blues, great to be back. Muddy Duck, you have been missed 1,000%. It is an honor and a pleasure to have you back. Welcome back to the show. And it has been a pleasure. I will speak to you privately, hopefully at some point. I hope you've got my messages as well to make sure you're all right. I'm trying to fly. There's so many messages in here. I will try and get through to everyone. You are all superstars. If I'm behind, I'm behind. I'm sorry. I will get there because Alan wanted his 5 minutes of fame at the very beginning. Manchester is blue. It is. DC asking about Alan's knee. Sorry, Vader's knee.
It's getting a lot better. I'm getting there. Thank you so much, DC. Very sweet of you.
Heidi, great to be back. Alan's just killed my eardrums. Alan, you're getting a fan base.
Great stuff.
Cade, I hope you had a lovely time at Old Trafford, and all the City fans, as I heard, did respect the at the beginning, and all you heard today was those City away fans. So big up to those City Blues today. All you could hear was them. tearing Cockneys apart again. Old Trafford is falling down. USA, Sheikh Mansour. They were all coming out today, and I loved it. And I'm so happy. The stream is actually going right. He's going, no, hang on. I nearly spoke too soon. Cannot wait for the derby at home. Right. Obviously, the starting 11 was basically the starting 11 we all basically guessed. I know me and you talked about it on Clinical's channel. Go and give Clinical as well, the Jamaican Blue, a lot of love. Did a great preview with me and Beta the other night. Any surprises in the 11? Anyone want to jump in with that?
No. I think the only thing we were debating was if Foden was not fit, which obviously he was fit, was whether it would be, someone more attacking like Doku, or whether.
I really don't want to come across as a smug, arrogant fan base, but yes, you got to realize this is 30 years of just we are owning you at the moment, and it's great.
Like these are the matches we can gloat and be really excited about. I mean, there's so many played throughout the year, but these are special. Like, we deserve to be grinning from ear to ear.
Yeah, I mean. But by the way, let's get into it then. Obviously, United fans pre-match were in meltdown. Oh, they were having a meltdown, as Beta knows. Me and Beta did a couple of spaces, and they were upset. They were talking 5 or 6-0. I think some of them would have been happy at 3-0 today. They were expecting a mauling. I mean, I did think we took a little time travel, gone back to 2012, watching Harry Maguire and Johnny Evans sat in their back line. Thought that was quite funny to watch. I'm thinking, neither of you were stopping the Norwegian. Yeah. Not one of you were stopping him. And then Onana, who's been shit all season, decided he wanted to be a decent goalkeeper for a change. Always against Manchester City. So annoying. Everyone becomes prime when they play us.
He was good at saving, but I don't think he was a great goalkeeping performance. I don't think he really gave them much to do with the ball. So I think he did well in the shot stopping, and that was very strong, but I wouldn't say he was a great performer. I think he was a bit weak in the Ederson side of the game.
Yeah, I kind of said this before the match. I thought there was going to be an interesting dynamic between Ederson and Onana, because both of them, they have a very good skill set with their feet. So I thought it would be interesting to see how Pep would choose how we would maybe kind of press them and vice versa. I thought we were kind of lax a little bit. Yes, sometimes Silva or Grealish would run to kind of force Onana to kick it long, but they're so talented. And I think because of the prep work that Onana had to do while at Inter is why he was kind of up for this match and somewhat prepared for Holland, because obviously the Champions League brings the best out of you. So I thought he showed his quality today. For whatever criticism Onana was getting from United fans, I thought he showed his quality today. But Ederson outclassed him, which I'm sure we'll talk about.
But in terms of distribution and things, he didn't take the pressure off the team. He just was a great shot stopper.
What do you expect?
He was a great shot stopper. Well, that was, I must admit,
Lowell and Hardy aren't ball playing centre backs that are going to start bringing the ball back for you. Sorry, that's Eric Ten Hag's stupidity, naivety, and long may it continue. Sorry. Is this a half rant from Rich? No, Rick. I don't know if that is the real MCFC Connects. It's a different emoji from what his real one is. We know what Sky Sports are like. They spent all the game after the game talking about how poor United were.
Yeah.
Which is, we're going to get onto it. Anyway, the first main talking point was obviously, I'm trying to think now because I got so giddy during the game. Did the Haaland header happen before or after the penalty? Was that before, wasn't it? Where Onana pulled that amazing save.
Yeah, it was before.
Yeah. Did anyone think, Jesus Christ, we're going to have one of them games?
No. I must admit, I thought after I just thought they looked rubbish, and it was only a matter of
That's
time.
our analytical
I mean,
viewpoint. Is as
yeah,
deep as it's getting tonight.
well, they didn't look. You know how sometimes we played them, they look a bit rubbish, but they look like they're a bit dangerous. Like they're rubbish, but they've got a sting. I thought they just looked rubbish. I at no point, even when McTominay got through and Edison made that save, I just at no point thought they were going to score.
You're
See,
fucking
Rich,
shy.
Alan,
I'm
can't
gonna-
look at the air like a kid on Smarties.
You're
He is.
fucking shy.
I hope it
You're
is
fucking
Smarties.
shy. You're fucking shy.
Right,
You're
Alan,
fucking
bloody hell,
shy.
calm down. Right, that's us demonetised.
You're fucking shy.
I'll say this.
Yeah.
I'll say this.
You'll have to make him. You'll have to make him do a few super chats to
to
make up for the you know.
It was getting demonetised.
No, but Rich, the first 10 minutes of United and obviously how they were defending against us and running down on us. I saw obviously the game plan was going to be what we expected, but I thought they were a little threatening here and there, and it was based off of our sloppiness, not because they were kind of like in control or forcing us into areas. It was just like that pass was a little too light, or it wasn't faster, you know,
Guardiola made 2 really sloppy passes.
Yeah.
And he made up for it. He
Of
came
course.
back strong, but he made 2 very sloppy passes, and even then, they didn't look like they were going to score.
Yeah.
They just did not look. They did not look as quick. They didn't look as. I don't know. There's something up there, and I know I joked about Rashford wouldn't get in the Sheffield United side, but at the moment he wouldn't, and I do think he was a good footballer. I do think he was a very quality footballer, but he looks absolutely rubbish, and the fact they all look absolutely rubbish. So something's going on. It can't just be, you know, that they're bad footballers, bad manager, bad supporters, bad ground. Yeah.
Right. Penalty. I've heard it all. Wasn't a penalty, you know, but
Letter of the law's clear. It was a penalty.
Was it a penalty for you, Vader?
100%. 100%.
I'm only asking. I don't know. I'm biting my head off.
Yeah. They're not always given. They're not always given, especially at Old Trafford, especially on VAR. But it was a penalty.
First penalty since
in the
1992.
Ridiculous.
Isn't it the first Premier League penalty we've had?
The last time we got one was the old First Division.
Ridiculous.
Season before the Premier League got going.
Keep cool.
I thought it was. Well, I thought it was a penalty. 100%. It's not only so much of putting your hands on the player or around the player, but it's how much arm is actually around the player. How much are you hugging him and impeding him? And I thought Rodri didn't go down lightly. Rodri fought to get his space and obviously went down, but he didn't go lightly. He didn't go seeking it. So I thought it was 100% a penalty, and it could have been. There could have been another one given to us because I thought Holland was dealt with very strongly from Maguire when he was in the box. So, if United fans want to try to make it sound like the reason why the game shifted was because of the penalty, they can do their best and say that. But we were dominating from the very beginning throughout the entire game.
I thought the penalty was. I must admit, in real time watching on TV, I didn't pick it up. And then when he went back, I said, "What's he doing?" And then when I saw it, I was like, I thought it was harsh, but because I've seen him not given before now. Yeah. But I'll take it against Man U all day long.
Just one thing, I've got rid of the MCFC Connect, who is a fake fan. We know who they are. I can tell by your logo, mate. So don't worry. Absolutely. This is one thing we are. Oh, Alan's thrown it in. Thank you, mate. Should have been 10.
Yeah.
Should have been.
Yeah, I know you're real because of the
only 10.
Different.
Only 10.
We'll discuss later on.
Only 10. Let's discuss. I think they should have got. I think they should have got at least 15.
Oh my goodness!
It's 10.
Yeah, beautiful.
To me, it was a penalty because what made it really hilarious is because I thought people were really worried about Turner. I thought Turner was actually one of the best refereeing performances I've seen all season.
Until the
thought he
last
was-
10 minutes.
Apart from
I
that,
thought
we'll
I
come-
thought they could have had a few red cards at the end. There was
yeah.
they were getting
No,
pretty
I
snidey.
think
Rich, are you satisfied that we won easily?
Yeah, it's just funny.
Anyway,
I know.
the simple thing I'm trying to say is that, to me, Højlund can have no complaints. I know he went to Ten Hag and he was like, I just put my arm on him. You didn't. You put your arm around him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He wrapped his arm around him and he did pull him back. Yes, there was a could have Rodri got to it. To me, I honestly feel it was a stonewall penalty. I hear all this. It's a soft one. There's no such thing as a soft penalty. It's a penalty or it's not a penalty. You don't have to break someone's leg for it to be a penalty.
Mm-hmm.
In the same way, you don't have to. It doesn't have to be all this. Oh, it's a because I hear it now. The game's gone soft. The players know the rules before we got in. They know you can't wrap your arm around someone's midriff and pull them back.
Mm-hmm.
You can't do it. It was a penalty. I love the way Tierney took his time. He allowed VAR. The game played on for about a couple of minutes. He allowed VAR, Michael Oliver, to do his job. Look at it properly. And he, as soon as he got an opportunity, stopped straight to the monitor. I don't know.
It was kind of, it was a bit like the FA Cup, wasn't it? That penalty against us seemed to be about 2 minutes later that it. So obviously VAR looked through that penalty for about a minute before the game, because it was just like the Etihad South in the FA Cup final where United got the penalty. It just came about 2 minutes later, and it's like, wow.
I've got rid of the other one. I banned him because I know that, like I did say this in the night, there is a thing of fake accounts coming around. So please be careful on your accounts. There is people cloning accounts at the moment. I don't know why. Sad little thing at the moment. They need to get themselves a little bit of a life. Anyway, Haaland took it. That Norwegian lamppost who doesn't know what he's doing, can't hit a cow's ass with the banjo, doesn't know where the goal is. I mean, I will say, I thought he scuffed it. Don't think it was a clean hit, but I don't care. It went in the back of the onion bag. We were 1-0 up at the Stretford end. Oh my word! When you bag a penalty at the Stretford end, that just says it all. And we were 1-0 up.
I love the reaction. It was like you wait a while for karma, don't you? Because he was singing about his dad. So there you go. Get that in. Get that one in. Beautiful. Beautiful.
It should be all over the media this morning, actually. It's that the only things you heard fans being disgraceful were all United fans, singing about his dad.
We'll talk about the idiot who wanted to throw some at Haaland on the second goal. Because he's just got himself a lifetime ban from the Swamp. I mean, don't get me wrong. He maybe that's why.
Maybe he did it deliberately to get that.
He may have thought he needs to get a season ticket out here. So
imagine that.
I've got a
lifetime ban from Old Trafford.
A1M has gifted 10 memberships to people. Now I know for a fact that is a lot of money. So big up to the people who have gifted the 10, to AM1 who has gifted the memberships. They have gone to MCR TV, top of the league, DC, Colonel Ward, Nice Thompson, Luzila, John Rowland, Pardo Oaks. So big up to A1M. You are a superstar for that. Thank you so much. That is kind. Because trust me now, I know that ain't cheap. That is not cheap. One alone is about, well, it's just not cheap. I'm not going to go into it because if you know YouTube, you know that ain't cheap. So big up yourself. 1-0 at half time. No, I'll tell you what we're going to talk about. Forget that. I want to talk about Edison and that save. Because there's been a lot of criticism over the last 18 months at Steady Edda.
I think I say not so much the last 6 months. I think in April, May, he showed his quality with against Real Madrid, against in the Champions League final, against I think it's all died down because I think he's done some, he showed that he can actually shot stop brilliantly as well as the passing. So I think he had a lot of criticism through till about March, April time. And I think he's just showed anyone, he silenced them. He silenced them.
Without doubt.
Because he is now head and shoulders the best footballing goalkeeper on the planet, as he always has been, but he's added to it now. Fantastic. He's actually improved as a shot stopper.
Yeah,
I think and to have the concentration level to have to make one massive save in a game and to be able to do it is I think it's a new string to his bow.
I've got a question for you all. When McTominay hit that shot and Edison saved it, did anyone do that with their hands? Did anyone feel it? Like, ouch. I felt that one.
I got up out of my chair and was like cheering crazily because I think
I stood up and applauded him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It was one of those. And he was so sharp too because I think earlier passage of play early in the game, he also rushed off of his line and made himself big and stopped them close into the 18-yard box. I forget who he prevented from moving in. So he was just up for it, and it's one of those where it's like so great to see. Like when one of your players, you can see like an element of their game has been honed in. It's been they're in a zone, and Ederson's been that guy, and it's so great. Sorry, Rich, go ahead.
I'll just say I'll be 1 second. I've just got to go and
Alan,
do a quick
thoughts on Edison. Sorry, I don't know if you finished them, mate.
Yeah.
Go on, Alan. Thoughts on that save.
Edison has benefited from having a good understudy at the club because he was putting pressure on him, and he's come up April and May.
Great point.
Especially the Champions League final because he made some crucial saves during that game, big saves as well, and helped us win the trophy. And he's kept on going throughout the season because we haven't defended solidly away from home all season. And when he's been required, he stepped up and done it, to be fair to him. And good on him, but also good on Pep for bringing a great understudy because he is a good understudy. I know Martin has issues with his kicking and stuff, but I don't have any issues at all with either of them, to be honest with you.
Ortega.
Yeah. All right, he's not as good as we're spoiled to have Edison with his feet because we know if you're looking for another goalkeeper who's similar to him, there isn't one at the same level. There isn't. And Ortega's not the worst, mate. I'll tell you that now. He's not the worst.
No, I'm not saying he was, Alan. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I think he does make me nervous sometimes, Ortega, compared to Edison.
Yeah, well,
that's said. Vater's had to shoot. Vater will be back. I was trying to plug him then, but he's had to jump. He will be back. I'm plugging this very early. On Wednesday night, we're going to do that debate show of Sir Alex or Pep Guardiola. I'm trying to get JSGC on as well for that one. I'm in talks to get him on Wednesday night. So if we can get Jay on the channel, that'd be amazing as well. Good friend of the channel, Jay. And it'd be great to have him on. Really enjoy having Jay on. We get to half time. We're 1-0 up. And then United do something. And Ten Hag's admitted this afterwards. He took Amrabat off, which I get. Now, Neville was questioning, was there an injury? Was there not? Was it a tactical change? Brought on Mason Mount. Well, I say,
or did he think Amrabat was going to get himself sent off because he was?
That's the only thing I'm thinking, Rick.
He was arguing, and this, you can't argue like he.
I think Jack Grealish owned him.
Yeah,
Jack Grealish owned him.
Yeah, and he had that little spat with Phil, and after that spat with Phil, he just would not shut up. So I was thinking that I thought he'd been taken off because he was still ranting at half time, and Ten Hag knew he couldn't afford to go down to 10 men when they were playing like 7 men.
But as soon as he did that, he opened the game up and City ran through the midfield.
But Ten Hag said Mason Mount came on to get a bit more attacking. Mason Mount, I thought, was the invisible man.
Yeah.
I honestly thought Mason Mount was not on the pitch. The only time I heard his voice is when I saw him come on at halftime. I didn't see him in the game. Because, seriously, in the second half, it was men versus boys. I thought it was Manchester City A team against Manchester United under 14s.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I would think the under 14s are better than that. I haven't seen them.
Yeah.
But I think that's a bit harsh on their under 14s.
No, I honestly thought we were that. Because, listen, we've had doubts over this team, or some fans have. The simple fact of this is, John Stones was out. Grealish has been injured. KDB's out. Rodri was suspended. We have had so many injuries. We've never been able to get our last season's 11 out. Minus KDB, that was our strong 11. Bang, here we go. And I tell you what, but have you noticed, even the formation went back to last season a bit more. Stones went into his inverted role. Off you go. And I thought we were just absolutely sublime second half.
Yeah, I'm not sure it's quite the same formation because I wasn't quite, you know.
I meant with the inverted. I meant
there was definitely, yeah. So it was kind of like the same as last season from Stones back and Rodri back, but there's still a lot more, even compared to last season.
KDB,
a lot more movement behind it.
No, Alan, I understand we miss him, even though you've written him off for Manchester City and took him out back and had him shot like old Yeller. But I've got to say, I think did we miss him today? Don't think we did.
I think he'd have put a few more balls.
Yeah, of course, but I think you're nitpicking that one.
Yeah, but mate, if it had been there, we'd have won 6 or 7 today. I'll tell you that now.
Yeah, of course. I think we could have won 6 or 7 without him, Alan.
Yeah, we should have done. To be honest,
I think we dropped to third gear because I honestly think some of that passing was one. I mean, second goal. Forgot anyone who wants to watch Pep Guardiola football, watch that second goal.
Oh, brilliant!
Watch it. It was sublime. The ball over the top from right to left. I talk about how we switch things from right to left to right all the time. It's that crossfield pass. It lands to Grealish. Grealish with a lovely ball out to round the corner for Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva, Erling Haaland. I tell you what, Anana wasn't saving that header.
But one thing I did, the header that he did miss, that he just headed it straight at the keeper rather down. If he'd have headed it down, would have scored with that other one.
I think you're nitpicking there, Alan.
Well, you just headed it straight at him.
I think the first one was just a world-class save.
Yeah. If he'd have headed it down, we could have got nowhere near it.
Shades of Blue, by the way, Shades of Blue Manchester City podcast. Go and give them a lot of love as well. Superb show from across the pond. So go and show that Veta is all over the place. Veta will be back during the week. I wish Haaland did win Ballon d'Or, but he won. I mean, at 2-0, game over at that point, isn't it?
Yeah. Do you know what? It was game over when the referee blew the whistle at the beginning of the game. It really was. Honestly, I mean, we were saying it on the preview that we are so far above them now that they've got to play their best game of the season and we've got to play terribly for them to have a chance. And it was pretty clear early on. I'm not saying we started like Real Madrid at home, but we started well, and it was fairly obvious they weren't miraculously going to start playing well, and their football matched the ground. I mean, their football team on and off the pitch is falling apart.
What are you doing? You legend. Are we trying to outgift each other to 20 gifts?
Yeah.
has gifted out, which has been taken up by, I'm just going to fly through now. They have been, oh, sorry, I just don't know what's happened there. That's allowed. Oh, I don't know what's going on there. My apologies, but thank you. They have been taken up. I'm so far behind in the chat. Ed Maturin's Therapy, Harvey MCFC, Mingy Wong has taken up one of those. Outsami's taken one up. By the way, Outsami, you should have that book very, very soon. Clinical has taken up one. Captain Harris, Jermaine Walton, Alec Johnson hasn't. Sam Martin has, Brad Niblock, Jimmy Grimble, MCFC, Eddie Mercado. You are legends, every single one. Muddy Duck, I can't, mate. You have come back with a bang, and I will speak to you later, mate, because that is just so generous. You and A1M and Alan, you are superstars this evening. Thank you so much. That is amazing. Thank you.
I think it's probably time for a serious debate about whether United are now not even the second best team in Greater Manchester.
Oldham Athletic?
Oldham, Stockport, are some of those teams now at a level. Stockport would have given us a harder game if we'd have been playing.
They're flying at the minute.
They would have given us a harder game than United did. And I don't even think United fans could argue with that. Stockport would have given us a harder game at home. Oldham, I haven't seen as much of Oldham form this season. But
are you going to enjoy watching the meltdown on YouTube all day today when you get time to look at YouTube and United fans melting down all day? Because I'm going to enjoy every second of it.
I will, but it almost feels like, it does feel a bit like beating a 6-year-old child at Monopoly now. That you almost, it's not, when it's that easy, it takes a bit of the pleasure away. Because
anyway,
they're not even fighting.
Trust me, mate, I take great pleasure no matter what. We're beating them bastards.
I mean, we were at times in the second half, we could have just put together 696 passes in one move, and they wouldn't have got within 2 meters of the ball, because man for man, we are more intelligent, we have much better technique, we're better form, we're braver, we're fitter. I mean, there is just no element now, and to me, that club is, when they have a captain like they have, that club is toast, because he should have been sent off. He was melting down. He lost it. And when he should be galvanizing his team, he should be getting stuck into the team and he should be lifting the stadium. He fell apart, and it was pathetic, absolutely pathetic to watch. And I may have said that he had some good football elements to his game, but he's not a leader. Eric Ten Hag's not a leader. The Glazers aren't leaders. The ground's falling apart, and it must be so bloody depressing because they've spent more than us. They've spent more money than us. So what they've got that for like 1.5 billion or something they've spent in the last 10 years, and that's what they've got. I mean, that is staggering.
And we've got 115 charges.
If you were deliberately trying to deliberately do badly, I think you'd sleep. Yeah. If this was like, was it Brewster? What was that film? Brewster's Millions. Do you remember that with Richard Pryor when we were kids? It's almost like Brewster is running United, and they're trying. How can we, or the producers? It's like a Mel Brooks film.
No, that's really sad. We've just gone down in subscribers. we've just lost 2 subscribers. Don't know why. There's 125 of you on. If you are new, please consider showing these haters that we can't be good at. Smack that subscribe button and show a lot of love, because it is such a really good day. Then we obviously get to the third goal. I must say that there was an angle where they sort of panned to the I think it was when he brought on Garnacho, and who came on for Garnacho again? Just trying to think. Garnacho and Reguilon. And they showed a picture of Anthony. Now, if looks could kill, Anthony was a very angry man when that camera went to him. Very angry man. And you sort of thought, oof, hope he don't get on because he looks like he's going to hurt someone when he gets on. But he come on, Regulon comes on, and they take Rash Trashford and all that, and we bang ourselves a little third one. And our very own Stop Putting Iniesta, putting it in the bottom corner there, making it United 0, Manchester City 3. Again, exquisite football from the Blues, who at that time we still hadn't made any subs. And then we go to 3-0. What did you think? Happy with that one? Good goal. Phil Foden.
Very good goal. Very good goal.
Well-deserved goal for me because I thought he was exceptional today, Phil.
Yeah, I think he's been few games recently. He's really started to get space. I thought against Brighton he was fantastic getting in the. I think it was the Brighton game. He was just always in the space, always getting the ball when it was, getting up to that final quarter. He always seemed to be there, and I thought he did it again yesterday. And whilst I think maybe Grealish and probably Bernardo, I'd have given man of the match just over Grealish. But I thought Foden was really getting round. And if only he'd scored that bicycle kick, because it actually went off his foot, not his shin, and could have replaced that shinner on all the coverage before the football.
Yeah.
Listen, we'll go on.
I think Phil is, he was carrying a knock as well, from what I can gather. I think everyone played well. Thought Walker had his moments at times during the game, but I think everyone played well. Bernardo was probably the best. Him and Grealish were the best players on the pitch without any shadow of a doubt.
Walker had some exceptional moments too, though. I mean, Walker.
Yeah, I know he did, but he
brilliantly got that. Yeah, he a couple of times got back and saved us. I think him and Rodri saved us a couple of times when Guardiola made a mistake. But a couple of times Walker, he got to balls in attack that he didn't have a right to, and that one where he headed it back deserved a goal. It was, it deserved a goal. How we didn't score is beyond me. Maybe Anana had a bit of it.
We can't complain.
They fell apart. I mean, that's what we should really be talking about. Third goal.
Rich, when you humiliate your arch rivals and your neighbours, and all your mates from back home, and you suddenly can't get hold of them on the phone after the game, and still can't get hold of them on the phone, you know that City have done something right when that's happened, because they've all gone hiding under their beds tonight, and they won't come out till probably Thursday. So it's a wonderful day, mate. It's a wonderful day.
Alan's been waiting for this. Alan is like top of.
Oh mate, I've been waiting to humiliate these bastards for a long time, and since the 6-1, this has come the closest to it. Might the 6-3, the end of the 6-3, we battered them, but we let it go at the end to total humiliation. But this, we had probably the last second half, I reckon we had 85% possession. We just humiliated them on their own patch in the rain of Manchester.
And for some of that 6-1, they achieved levels way above anything they achieved today. I reckon the time we battered them most was, do you remember the game in the Centurion season we actually managed to lose? We should have been about 15-20 up at half time in that game.
Yeah, that's right. Yep.
And we let them back in. But today there was just at no point in the game, apart from a couple of sloppy passes, at no point in the game did you even feel it was a derby, or you were slightly worried. And you kind of felt if Pep had shouted, we need a couple of extra goals, we'd have just banged in a couple in 2 minutes.
We would have 100% got up 2 or 3 games.
Yeah, I mean, it just
scared her.
We were not out of second, maybe third.
Yeah,
in that
and
game.
that's what was scary. We were knocking the ball around with such panache in that second half. I mean, I honestly don't mean this to try and big anything. But Bernardo and Grealish on that left-hand side, they owned the joint. I mean, people talked about this Grealish and Doku situation, and I look at it and I think to myself, Grealish with competition, because to me, I think Grealish, like I said earlier on, he's getting a lot more direct. He's taking on his man a lot more. There's not as many balls going backwards anymore. And that comes through competition. Because Grealish ain't a stupid boy. He's not sat there going, do you know what? I'm going to allow Doku just to walk in and take over my spot. Ain't going to happen. Bernardo Silva, best performance of the season for me today from him. Pep talked about it after the game.
He was brilliant.
He was all
phenomenal.
over the place. He loves to play at the Swamp. He loves it.
Him doing that in the forward half, and then John Stones doing that in the back half. Just that was City at their best. With Bernardo and Stones just doing roles that just take over the whole pitch, support everyone. I thought that was magic. And I think Grealish really did. He has in both games this week. He's shown that whether it's his fitness, or someone said
maybe
he was hungover from the Champions League final week and he's only just got over his hangover now. Possible after 4-day bender in Ibiza or whatever. So whatever happens,
you drink, Rich.
Yeah,
Don't take me 3 months to go over a bender. I mean, it might now. Yeah. I'm getting on a bit.
Yeah. I reckon Jack's bender, would put yours to shame, Martin, after.
Oh yeah, don't trust me. I'd be hospital if I drank like some of that. But I mean, you know what? Doku came on, Anthony came on. Listen, I thought Gary Neville was very biased at some parts. I don't like the fact an ex-United guy should have anything to do with the commentary team on a Manchester derby, because he's not going to be impartial. It's going to be very subjective. But the simple fact is, I'm going to say I thought he was spot on with what he said with Anthony. I said it earlier, you could tell Anthony wanted to come on and hurt someone. And that's exactly what he tried to do. He literally, he kicked out a Doku.
That was so bad, but it just shows the golfing class that if any City player tried to,
why wasn't he red carded?
They'd have connected with him. I think the referee didn't. I think the referee didn't see the kick. I think the referee saw that.
VAR should see that, Rich.
Oh yeah, but he should have been. But he should have been off about 5 minutes later when he came back to try and headbutt someone else again.
But that comes from Bruno, Rich, because I don't know about you, Alan. Yeah, I thought Bruno led poorly as an example today.
Bruno is an absolute embarrassment as a captain.
He's not a leader.
I saw it against City yesterday or today. We saw it. Look at that Liverpool when they let in 7 last season. Bruno, if they go down, he cries. He doesn't lead. He cries. And he whinges and he whines. And all you're going to see from him is tears. And at the time, you need, Winston Churchill, rallying the troops and galvanizing the players and telling the players how to behave, pulling him into line. That's what you need, an adult. And instead you get Bruno going, and he'll
Bruno's
kick
not
out
a captain.
Wide.
He's not a captain.
He's not a captain. And it's actually making him a worse footballer, I think.
Yeah,
I don't think it's helped his football, because I can't. He is a very talented player, but as a personality, I probably kind of dislike him more than just about any player United have ever had, because the ones I hated in the past, in the Fergie era, some players I absolutely hated, but it was a hate based on them actually being good characters, formidable characters who you hated, not bottle merchants, not crying. I mean, you people I really hate as footballers, I hated Schmeichel, I hated Ferdinand, hated Cantona, I hated Keane, but they actually manned up when they needed to. And Bruno is pathetic. And that club will not change. Even if they get a different manager and they get some players to fill in some of the gaps, you cannot.
You don't need a new manager, Rich. It's the last thing they need.
you cannot compete at the top level with a captain and a leader like that. It was so absolutely pathetic.
Alex Portaleda, thank you for renewing your membership for the 3rd month. You are a superstar, mate. Thank you so much. Very kind of you. I just, by the way, we have to talk about Maldini. Came out of retirement today and played left back for us. In the words of Gary Neville. I never saw Maldini marching up the left wing, though, trying to put crosses in. Didn't quite see that, I'm not going to lie. But listen, I thought Gavardio, I've said it on when I was spacing it earlier. I think he's going to be one of the signings, if not the signing of the summer.
Yeah.
Joshua Gavardio. He just fits Manchester City's style, everything about them. The guy is a Rolls Royce of a footballer.
I couldn't agree more. And you know what I like about him? And this is what Pep will like. And this is, someone said this about Rico Lewis the other day. He made 2 awful mistakes early on, Guardiola, and it did not affect him at all. He made 2 mistakes. He made 2 awful passes that nearly cost us, and it did not faze him. He carried on doing exactly what he did. He carried on playing exactly as he wanted to play. And his temperament, I thought he's displayed since he's come in a fantastic temperament. And that's what you need. That temperament we have at the back.
Damesh, thank you for renewing your membership for a 5th month. Superstars tonight. Cannot thank you enough. Alan, overall thoughts on the derby? Obviously, give me your thoughts on Gavardio first, then we'll come to you for.
I thought first 5-10 minutes he wasn't there too much, and he gave the ball away for them to run through. But after that, superb. Looked to Rolls Royce. He looks a very, very good footballer. He looks strong, quick. He's very calm on the ball. Doesn't panic, which is clear to see. I think everyone would agree with that. He's a better defender than he is going forward, which I'm happy with because we've been after a defensive fullback. So yeah, I'm quite satisfied. And we've got Aki as well to come in when needed to play there. So we can't really whinge and moan with our defensive unit at the moment. They're very strong. We've got Rico Lewis to come in and play. Hey, yeah,
Clean sheet again.
Rico Lewis is sat on the bench in case Walker gets injured or anything, or he needs a rest. And he's not a bad one for 18 years of age, is he? Let's be honest.
Yeah. And we've got Stonesy and Akanji you can go.
Yeah, are you Rico's dad? Because the way you talk about Rico, because I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen,
he is from down the road from Alan.
He's from Bury. Yeah. He's from Bury.
He's from Ratcliffe Bury, which is down the road from where I used to live. So,
and if you didn't know, Alan many years ago left England to go and move to Melbourne in Australia. If you didn't know that,
you do.
The reason is, if you ever join a Twitter space with Alan, that's how he introduces himself now. Hello, if you didn't know, I did move to Melbourne a few years back, and I've not been back.
Something interesting for you both, actually, which I think shows what City are. I don't know if you've paid much attention to European football this weekend, but after the Barcelona game, Gundogan does an interview, and Gundogan has a bit of an absolute rant about the Barcelona team. And he was talking about the levels he expects as a player, and how hurt, how angry Barcelona should have been after the game, and how Barcelona were just like not what they should be. And to me, that showed that he's gone from City to Barcelona, and he feels he's stepped down. The level he obviously feels he's had step down of professionalism and mentality was enough that he comes out and as their senior player comes out and serves the entire Barcelona squad with that after the game. And I think that shows the level that City are at. That is
further, Rich.
Mindset.
I honestly think he held back some.
Oh, he probably did. Yeah, he was being calm.
Do you know what it is?
That
By
said
the way,
so
Alex,
much about City. That said so much about City.
spot on. Alex Portaleda
So
has
much about
gifted
us.
another membership. Not only has he renewed his own, he's gifted so many generous people tonight. A1M, Alex, and Muddied Up gifting loads of subs. People have renewed. You are superstars. We're going to wrap this up soon because I want to give you all of you a chance to get on Match of the Day 2 tonight and go and watch the derby again. The simple fact is of this, you see what it means. There was a video by Jeremy Doku filming the dressing room after the game. You see the celebrations.
Can you put it on?
No.
Yeah.
Manchester.
Did anyone
Manchester
throw a cup of milk over their manager?
Manchester City is built very different. We are not them. Now. I know you have to drop Rich.
Yeah.
We'll see you midweek, mate.
Yeah.
Thank you.
See you soon. Take care.
Rich had a hard finish because he's got work in 2 minutes because obviously the clocks have now gone back.
So have I.
I know. I'm wrapping up, I promise you. Manchester City, you see the differences today. There's not just a gulf on the field. There is a gulf off it. And that's what Pep Guardiola talks about it after the game. In his post-match. He talks about how top to bottom Manchester City have won.
Yeah.
And that was a dig at United as well. Because Pep's not stupid. He's seeing United are not won. Manchester City are. We're won from top to bottom. And that's what I've always said to the fans. Doesn't matter whether we're great, we're good, we're crap, we're shit, whatever. You bleed blue. We have an ethos. We have a mission statement that we all follow. And they don't want to do that anymore because they want to live on history and heritage. And we're Man United.
What does that mean, What does that mean?
We're Man United because they've got a divine, arrogant right to just turn up. No, you earn the right through hard work, sweat, blood, and tears, all rowing in one direction. United are all in one boat with about 3,000 oars, all going in different directions. We've got one captain, one leader, one manager, one owner, one chief exec, all pulling and rowing in the same direction. And all fans need to follow it. We need to stop all this stupidness over Doku and Grealish or Ortega and Edison or Bernardo over whoever else. Stop it. We wear blue shirts. Tonight, wear your blue shirt with a lot of proudness, with a lot of pride. We are Manchester City. We bleed blue. Manchester is blue. Walk round tomorrow. Have your head so high up. Because do you know why United fans go on about history and they go on about heritage and they go on about who they are? Is because they want to be where we are and they can't be.
Remember, guys, remember this. Enjoy tonight, but more importantly, enjoy the rest of the week at work, at school, in your local pub, and give it to them big time. Because that's when they'll know they're miles and miles behind.
I'm trying to get on with everyone's comments. Alan, I know you need a shoot, mate, so I'm going to let you drop. You have a great day at work. I'm just going to wrap it all up with the final few comments. Cheers, mate, for coming on in your super chat.
Take it easy,
Love this club, fans.
God, get in there. Well done, boys.
Bet Rags won't be in work tomorrow. Possibly not. Hope they not play the music too loud. Mind the gap. It's getting bigger every time we play. Listen, the Blues, we are a family. Derby Day longer episode. No, we've got a special on Wednesday night. Like I said, we're going to do the special debate. I'm going to try and get JSGC on. I'm also on a show tomorrow. I think I'm on, Mo, who was on the Never a Foul with Daps. He's now got his own channel. I'm going on there tomorrow at 5 o'clock in the afternoon UK time. So 5 o'clock UK time, I'm on a show with Mo over on his channel. I think it's called Just Mo or something. But I will put it on my Twitter tomorrow about it. Don't forget Carson. We never will, mate. Listen, I'm no sir, mate. I want to realise Manchester is us, everything, and that's what Pep was saying tonight. We're in one direction. A big up to Alan, Richard, and Beta tonight who've all been on. Pat has clearly not woken up. He's exerted himself a little bit too much. But don't worry, Pat will be back with us during the week. Man United in name only, exactly. Disjointed all over the place. Rags mugged like Francis. Great stream, Matt. Everyone has a great day. And remember, Manchester is blue. You are a legend. Thank you very much. It's called Judge Mo. Thank you, Sub 2. Appreciate that. So get over there tomorrow, 5 p.m. Judge Mo. I will be on it. Well done, Alec. I'm wearing my kit for bed. Good lad. Go on. 3-0. Perfect. Exactly, Darrowell. Spread the love. Exactly. There is a rumour about a plane leaking tactics. The funny thing is with that, the lineup was leaked out yesterday. I know there has been an issue with the mole, but we thought that had been done. If there's another one, the club will sort it out. I don't know if it's fully true. I don't know who it is. I will ask, but I don't know whether it's fully true. Thank you, MC FRTV and MCFC Connect, who joined us, the real one earlier, and Clinical. Go and give them a lot of love as well. Are we getting a Palace centre-back? Not that I know of. Not that I know of. I love VAR and refs. Andrew, have a great week, mate. Thank you for joining us. Well done, lads, from Leicester City Football Club support. Enzo's armour. Yes, you are flying. We are keeping a close eye on Enzo, definitely. What player from our team? I don't know. I am trying to find out. Footy Judge Mo for anyone who wants to watch. Yes, I'll be on there tomorrow at 5 p.m. Anyway, Manchester City proving today how Manchester is blue. We're loving it. Today was such a good day. And big up yourself if you were there today because you did your club proud. Let's move forward now. 8 wins out of 10. Bad start, you know what I mean? 8 wins out of 10. There was no crisis. Let's just enjoy it. We've got a nice week off. We will be back Wednesday. Like I said, I will confirm time where we'll do the Sir Alex Ferguson and Pep debate. Yes, some may say there's no debate, but that's what we're going to talk about. Also, I've got to say this. A1M, Muddy Duck, Alex, you are superstars for your generosity that is beyond belief. It really is. And that's not a play on words with BB. It is never expected, but it's warmed, and we cannot thank you enough. It just shows the generosity of the channel, the community, everything we've said. It's your channel, and that's what it's about. It's a pleasure to have Muddied Up back. It's been a long time. I will catch up with you. I have told Ozzy you're all missing him, and he says thank you, and he will be back soon. Also, Damesh, and who else renewed their membership tonight? Damesh and Alex renewed theirs, and Alan with the super chat. Your generosity has been out of this world, and we cannot thank you. The only thing we ask now, if you can smash that like on the way out. If you haven't, if you are new, please consider the subscribe button, and we'll be back Wednesday night with hopefully a panel show again with JSGC and maybe one of others. And I'll also be on Judge Mo Football tomorrow night at 5 p.m. Take care. And as always, Manchester is, forever will be, blue. Because let them be the past. We are the here, the now, and the future. Take care, Blues. Enjoy the rest of your week.